Let me tell you something most people get wrong about aging. It's not about reversing time, it's about mastering it. I'm Dr. Eleanor Hart, and I've spent over 30 years studying what makes women age faster or slower. And the truth is, it's not just about skincare, exercise, or the latest superfood trend. It's what you eat every single day, often without even realizing its power or its damage. Now, here's the part no one tells you. Your body isn't aging on its own. It's responding to the instructions you give it, through your thoughts, through your lifestyle, but most critically, through your food. And if you're over 60, your body listens to food like it's a direct message from your future. The right foods don't just help you feel better. They can literally slow cellular aging, reverse inflammation, stabilize hormones, and even reactivate parts of your DNA that have been asleep for years. But the wrong foods? They do the opposite, accelerating the aging process from the inside out, and not always in obvious ways. So, before I reveal the foods that slow down aging, let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like your energy has become unpredictable? That your joints ache a little more than they used to, even though you're staying active? That your skin isn't bouncing back the way it did 5 years ago? That's not just getting older. That's your biology begging for a different kind of fuel. And here's the kicker. Most women I meet are accidentally eating foods that speed up their biological clock every single day. So, what if you could flip that switch? What if I told you there's a category of foods, some that might already be in your kitchen, that act like time-slowing agents inside your cells? We're about to break those down one by one, but not just with the usual eat more blueberries advice. No, I'll explain why these foods work, what they're doing at the cellular level, and how to use them strategically, not randomly. Because timing matters, pairing matters, and your body deserves more than just vague tips. It deserves results. Let's start with a food you've probably overlooked. It's not sexy, it's not exotic, but it might be the most powerful anti-aging weapon you've never fully understood. I'll give you a hint. It's something your grandmother probably ate every day, but most modern diets have forgotten. Ready? Let's open the fridge and slow down time, starting with this humble powerhouse. It's cabbage. Yes, you heard me right. Not kale, not some rare Amazonian root powder, cabbage. But not just because it's low in calories or high in fiber. The real secret lies in something called glucosinolates, a class of compounds that activate your liver's natural detox process and help remove toxins before they can age your skin, stiffen your joints, or mess with your hormones. But here's the part that makes cabbage different from almost every other vegetable. It doesn't just reduce inflammation, it prevents it from forming in the first place. Most women over 60 are told to treat inflammation once it's already wreaking havoc. But cabbage works upstream, intercepting the very triggers before they become problems. And the effect? A clearer mind, softer joints, smoother digestion, brighter skin. Now, before you brush this off and say, "But I don't like the taste of cabbage," hear me out, because what comes next changes everything. The way you prepare cabbage determines whether it acts like medicine or just filler. Raw cabbage in slaws helps your gut microbiome flourish. Lightly sautéed cabbage unlocks more antioxidants. And when you ferment it, yes, like in sauerkraut, you get a triple effect: prebiotics, probiotics, and anti-aging enzymes. One food, 3 transformations, all working in harmony with your body's natural repair system. Now, imagine what happens when you pair that with another food that's rich in polyphenols, stabilizes blood sugar, and actually tells your brain to calm down. Because stress, by the way, is one of the most aging forces in the female body. And there's a food that helps with that too. In fact, women in Mediterranean countries swear by it, and their aging process, slower, softer, more graceful. No, it's not wine. I know that's what you were thinking. It's something better. It's olives, and more specifically, olive oil. But don't go pouring it over everything just yet. Because the type of olive oil matters. The timing matters. And there's a ritual around it that most women skip, and that's why they don't see results. I'll tell you exactly how to use olive oil to reduce wrinkles, protect your heart, and even sharpen memory. But first, we need to talk about fat. Because everything you've been told about good and bad fats, it's outdated, and chances are your body is craving something it hasn't had in years. It's not more supplements, it's not less food. It's the right kind of fat, used the right way. And once you learn this, you'll understand why some women age faster, even when they're doing everything right. The difference is in the oils. And the oil I'm about to reveal? It's not just food, it's a message to your DNA. Let's talk about that next. Let me take you inside your cells for a moment. There's a part of your DNA called the telomere. Think of it like the plastic tip at the end of a shoelace. It protects your genetic code every time your cells divide. Now here's the bad news. As you age, those telomeres shorten. And the shorter they get, the more fragile you become, inside and out. But here's the news no one talks about. Certain compounds in food can slow that shortening. Some can even stabilize it. And a few rare ones, they actually help maintain telomere length over time. One of those compounds is found in extra virgin olive oil, but only when it's cold-pressed, unrefined, and used raw. Not cooked, not heated. Used raw, it floods your cells with oleocanthal, a powerful anti-inflammatory agent that rivals ibuprofen without the side effects. It also contains polyphenols that combat oxidative stress, the invisible rust that ages your skin, your brain, and your bones. Here's what I tell my patients. Make olive oil a ritual, not just a condiment. Start your day with a spoonful on an empty stomach or drizzle it over steamed vegetables after they're cooked. Mix it with lemon juice and sip it like a tonic. It's not about the quantity, it's about the consistency. And for those asking, can I just take capsules? Let me be blunt. No supplement matches the bioavailability of real, unprocessed oil. Your body knows the difference. But let's switch gears. Because while olive oil protects your cells, it doesn't build them. To rebuild aging tissue, your skin, your muscles, even your brain, you need something else, something ancient, something your body stops producing efficiently after menopause. I'm talking about collagen. Now, I know you've heard the word. It's on every beauty product, every powder, every smoothie ad. But let me ask you, how often are you eating the foods that actually trigger collagen production inside your body? Because that's what really matters. Here's a shocker. Collagen supplements often fail because they're not paired with vitamin C, the spark your body needs to synthesize collagen naturally. So what works better? Bone broth. Yes, real bone broth. Slow cooked for hours. Rich in gelatin, glycine, and proline, 3 amino acids your skin and joints are desperate for. But it's not just about drinking broth. It's about combining it with foods that amplify absorption. A squeeze of lemon juice, a side of cooked spinach, or a sprinkle of turmeric, all of these transform a simple broth into a cellular healing potion. The result? Firmer skin, smoother joints, even stronger nails and hair. But the most surprising effect of bone broth? Gut repair. And here's the twist. Your gut might be the biggest driver of aging in your body. More than your hormones, more than your genes, more than your lifestyle. And if you don't fix what's happening in your gut, no food, not even the best anti-aging food, can fully work. So what's the number one food for healing the gut lining, balancing your microbiome, and reducing bloating, fogginess, and fatigue? It's not a probiotic capsule. It's not yogurt. It's something far older and far more powerful. Let's talk about that next, because this next food might explain why some women eat less, do more, and still feel inflamed, tired, and aged. It's not your fault. But once you know this, you'll never look at digestion the same way again. The food I'm talking about is fermented vegetables. Sauerkraut, kimchi, pickled beets, fermented carrots. These may sound old-fashioned or even a bit too bold for some palates, but inside each bite is a living army of probiotic bacteria, the kind your gut recognizes instantly as reinforcements. See, as we age, especially after 60, our gut barrier weakens. Tiny holes can form in the intestinal lining, allowing toxins, waste, and inflammation to leak into the bloodstream. This is called leaky gut, and it's one of the most overlooked causes of premature aging. But fermented vegetables don't just add healthy bacteria. They actually train your immune system, they calm the inflammation, and they repair the tight junctions in your intestinal wall that keep you protected from the inside out. This doesn't just help your digestion, it helps everything: clearer skin, more stable moods, fewer food sensitivities, even a better night's sleep. And here's where it gets even more fascinating. Fermented vegetables can enhance the absorption of nutrients from other anti-aging foods, like collagen, leafy greens, and omega-3s. Yes, they work like nutrient amplifiers. But, and this is critical, you must eat them raw and unpasteurized to get the full benefit. Shelf-stable jars at the supermarket often kill the probiotics during processing. So look for refrigerated, small batch, or make your own. It's simpler than you think. Now let me show you how all of this connects. Because while gut health lays the foundation for youthful aging, there's one more piece of the puzzle most women overlook completely: your brain. Aging isn't just physical, it's neurological. And what you eat can either sharpen or soften the mind. I've met women who still feel vibrant and radiant, but say their memory is slipping, their words don't come as quickly, or they just don't feel as sharp. This is not inevitable. There's one food, dark, rich, slightly bitter, that's been proven to enhance blood flow to the brain, protect neural pathways, and even improve memory recall in women over 60. You might already love it, but chances are you're not eating it the right way. I'm talking about dark chocolate, but not the sweet kind, not candy, not sugar-loaded bars. I mean real cacao, minimum 85% dark. Inside this powerful food are flavonols, which relax blood vessels, reduce blood pressure, and improve oxygen delivery to your brain. The result? Sharper focus, better memory, and more emotional resilience. Here's how to use it properly. Choose bars with no milk and minimal sugar. Pair it with a handful of walnuts or almonds for a brain-boosting snack. Melt it into a spoon of coconut oil for a healthy evening treat. Or sip on raw cacao in warm almond milk with cinnamon for a powerful anti-aging ritual. But here's the best part. When you combine dark chocolate with a mindful eating moment, meaning you're present, breathing, and aware, it actually lowers cortisol, the stress hormone that accelerates aging more than almost anything else. So, yes, chocolate can be medicine if you respect it. But we're not done yet. Because no matter how well you eat, there's one thing that can silently cancel out the benefits of every food I've just mentioned. And it's not what you think. It's something you're probably doing every single day without knowing the cost. I'll reveal that in the final section. And I'll also give you a 24-hour food strategy that stitches everything together, so you don't just know what to eat, but how and when to eat it. Because timing isn't just about your age, it's about the second half of your life and how you choose to live it. If you've made it this far, let me thank you. Because it means you're not here for a fad, a quick fix, or some miracle berry from a tropical island. You're here because you care. Not just about looking younger, but feeling like yourself again. So, let's talk about the one thing that silently erases the benefits of even the best foods. It's chronic snacking. I know, that might sound harmless, especially when it's just a few almonds here, a granola bar there. But here's what's really happening behind the scenes. Every time you eat, your body initiates a digestive process. That process pauses cellular repair, collagen production, fat burning, and even brain cleanup. When you snack all day, even on healthy things, you never give your body the window it needs to repair. You age faster, you hold on to inflammation, and worst of all, you feel constantly tired despite eating well. So what do? We create space. And I don't mean starving yourself, I mean nutritional rhythm, a simple eating pattern that honors your biology. Here's a 24-hour food strategy that activates anti-aging pathways, repairs your gut, nourishes your skin, and energizes your mind. Let's walk through it. Morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Begin with a glass of warm water and lemon, kickstarts digestion and hydration. After 20 minutes, take a spoonful of cold-pressed extra virgin olive oil. Breakfast, scrambled pasture-raised eggs with spinach and mushrooms sautéed in olive oil. A small side of fermented carrots or sauerkraut. Add a slice of sourdough rye or seed toast with a thin spread of almond butter. Midday, 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. Bone broth-based soup, chicken or veggie, with added garlic, turmeric, and black pepper. Steamed cabbage and broccoli with lemon juice and olive oil drizzle. Handful of olives or one boiled egg for added satiety. Afternoon, 3:30 to 4:30 p.m., optional light snack. 2 squares of 85% dark chocolate, a few raw walnuts. Herbal tea like hibiscus, tulsi, or fennel, anti-inflammatory and hormone balancing. Evening, 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Grilled salmon or lentils cooked in bone broth for collagen and omega-3s. Roasted root vegetables, beets, carrots with rosemary. Fermented side, kimchi or pickled onions. Add a small bowl of blueberries or stewed apples with cinnamon for dessert, rich in flavonoids and polyphenols. Post-dinner, 8:30 to 9 p.m. Chamomile tea or warm golden milk, turmeric plus coconut milk plus cinnamon. This helps lower cortisol and enhances sleep quality, critical for overnight repair. Then, no food until morning. Just 12 to 14 hours of nightly rest for your gut and cells. That's when autophagy, your body's internal cleanup process, kicks in. And that, more than any face cream or supplement, is what keeps you glowing. Now, I know this isn't the typical top 10 foods list, but that's the point. You're not typical. You're wise. You've lived enough years to know that real transformation doesn't come from hacks. It comes from honoring the design of your body and giving it what it actually needs. So, if there's one message I want you to take from this, it's this. You're not aging because you're broken. You're aging because your body is doing what it was told. So speak to it differently, nourish it strategically, and remind yourself daily, your best years aren't behind you. They're being built, one bite at a time. Dr. Eleanor Hart.